Hey, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing great. I'm hanging in there. My day's kind of just getting started. And today I realized I wanted to just talk a little bit about eating, health, eating clean and eating balanced meals, okay? I was far from that when I was younger, as I'm sure many of you have been in the past, and maybe you're still struggling with it a little bit. But I did work on a way out, and I started to kind of fix and implement new ways to better my eating habits. Okay, so I guess the first thing I did was make sure that the 2 to 3 meals that I eat every day are going to be healthy and clean. I'm not going to sit there and eat a bunch of junk. Okay, especially for the meals. So the first thing I did was fixing the meals, as I just said. Okay, so breakfast was something I never really ate. I didn't care for breakfast food, and I didn't care for eating when I first rolled out of bed. Now, just because you're not hungry in the first hour of waking up doesn't mean you can't have breakfast or that you should just cross it off the list forever. You're breaking the fast. That's where the term comes from, obviously, okay? And it's very important. So today, nowadays, I have a breakfast, a good breakfast, and a smaller lunch. The lunch is smaller than breakfast, and then a dinner, which is around the same size as my breakfast, okay? So it's like a pretty big meal, small meal, big meal again, okay? And that's how I like to do it. That's what's working for me. So breakfast, I'll have something like 3 fried eggs or 3 scrambled eggs, accompanied by white American cheese melted on top of it, a little bit of pepper, boom, done. So the eggs is the main course. Okay, then I'll have a Chobani yogurt or a Dannon Light and Fit yogurt, usually vanilla or strawberry, pomegranate, raspberry, stuff like that. Bunch of flavors, blueberries sometimes. So there's the eggs, and then there's yogurt. What else do we got? Then I have something that's like a powder. It's called Carnation Instant Breakfast, or Carnation Breakfast Essentials is what it's called now. And I get the French vanilla one. There's also a rich milk chocolate and I believe a couple other flavors, perhaps strawberry. But I go with the French vanilla, pour it into this empty cup, right? Then it says pour 1 cup of milk in there. I pour like half a cup of milk, maybe even a little less. So then I stir it and it's thicker and it has more flavor. Plus, I don't like to drink a lot of milk. I'm not a big milk drinker. So this way I can still get it in my body, but that's it. I don't have to force it or have the suggested amount of milk. So if anything, it tastes better and creamier, thicker and creamier and delicious, okay? So win-win for me, right? So we got the eggs, the yogurt, the breakfast drink. That's 3 things. And then I will have either a Granny Smith apple, a green apple, cut up, and I'll have that, or I'll cut up a bunch of strawberries and a kiwi. Okay, so I'll have strawberries and kiwi in a bowl, or I'll have a green apple usually. Okay, and then one thing that I did start to implement now is I get these little power bars. I forget what they're called exactly, but it has like 15 grams of fiber or something, and I know that I'm definitely not getting enough fiber in my diet. And if you want to help your digestive tract, if you want to help everything, the whole process of food going in your body and then going out, and not your body not perhaps not holding on to a bunch of unnecessary things and storing the energy as fat when it doesn't need to, you know what I mean? Then this may be a good avenue for you as well. But yeah, basically 3 to 5 things for breakfast is what I'll have. 3 to 5 things. And I try implementing this as well. I try every day, but it's not every day, but I try. I try to remember the best of my ability. Sometimes I'm just too lazy, but I like to boil 1 or 2 things of water, like the individual things of water when you get a 24 pack and you have one on the go. So I'll put 1 or 2 of those in and I'll boil the water, and then I'll pour it into these big empty cups with packets for green tea. So green tea is great, boosted with the antioxidants. It's going to help to cleanse and detoxify your liver as well. And that's a great thing. Like what I want to mention right now is it's so important to study what foods contain what. Because if you're at the point in your life where I was and where I am now, where I said, okay, I don't want to just eat for the sake of eating. Oh, we need to eat food and we need to drink to stay alive. It's not that simple anymore for me. Now I want to know what I'm putting in my body. And it's not just, strawberries and kiwi. or it's not just green apple. It's, oh, did you know that the skin in the green apple contains, I forget the name of it, but it contains something that helps to turn white fat into brown fat, and thus allowing you to be able to burn it off in the form of calories so that you're not going to hold on to as much fat. It also has properties that help to strip the liver of anything that's attached to it, anything that's perhaps making it unhealthy, or the fact that you might have a fatty liver, other things like that. So it's very important for me to write this knowledge down. There's other things about it, and I may have even got it wrong because it's been so long, but I do know, and I have a list where I wrote things down, like green apple, and then I went into detail, like 2 to 4 sentences about each thing, so that I know, hey, this is why I'm eating it. Or if I feel this way and I know that this is the problem, oh, now I have an actual remedy, and I don't have to take medication or a pill. I can take food. Okay, we can supplement things with food. You don't always have to supplement whatever, vitamin D3 or whatever. You can find ways to get things naturally, you know. Oh, vitamin D, okay, sunlight, okay. Other things, food, you know, some juices and stuff. I don't know. Just study. Just look for the answers, because they're all there nowadays, okay? We have information at our fingertips, bro. So now moving on to lunch real quick. I'll usually have like a turkey and cheese with ranch and lettuce. I'll maybe have a little salad with spun-in ranch with some carrots and diced red onion, stuff like that. Not that big of a deal. It's usually a small meal. And then dinner, I will either have steak, chicken, or fish. So one of the 3 meats, okay? And then I'll have rice and beans, or I'll have mashed potatoes or a baked potato. I might have some pasta for a side dish or for the entree, you know? But I'm usually always like steak, rice, beans, something like that, you know? And you can still have a little treat at night, you know what I mean? But it might be in your best interest to find healthy alternatives and make it taste good still. Because you don't want to eat healthy stuff that tastes like crap. It's just not going to be... It's not going to work in the long run for you, maybe. So find something that has a little bit of a kick to it. I don't know, maybe you like celery with peanut butter or celery with cream cheese. That's a better alternative than potato chips loaded in freaking salt and stuff like that. So, you know, it's about making these choices throughout your life. And I never really had to until my body started changing, and then I kind of realized I want to and I have to. So it was that nice little balance of the two. But yeah, I just wanted to briefly touch upon that, you know, what I like to eat in a day, how I like to eat, you know what I mean? I make sure that I'm putting the proper fuel in my body, you know what I mean, to help me, because now that I wanted to stray from drugs and I don't do drugs anymore, guess how I'm going to get my energy? Food, sleep, rest, working out, training kickboxing, training Muay Thai with people, doing some jiu-jitsu, doing some wrestling, going to a regular gym, lifting some weights, running like a madman on the cardio machines. You know, these are all ways to better yourself, but this one, today, I'm just talking about food. That was about it. Let me know in the comments section any healthy foods that you like to eat, or perhaps things, maybe things you struggled with, or things you're starting to be able to overcome. I would love to hear about you and your eating habits, and what you do to try to be healthy and great on your journey. And perhaps we can, you know, find some common ground between that. And it's always great to hear from people, even if I only get 1 or 2 comments. You know, my channel's not that big or anything. It's very small. It's grown very small, like incredibly small. It's because it's such an old channel from 2009 or 2010. So it like hasn't gained traction, and it was a dead channel, meaning I didn't use it at all for years. And then I came back to it because for years I just used it to watch stuff on YouTube, but now I'm making videos again. I hope you guys are doing great. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and live lavishly, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace. Y'all have a great day, and I love you.